preparing for service selection board and you want to become an officer and your brain is occupied with a lot of question like what happened in those 5 days in SSB or what are the series of tests in SSB, then you are at the right place. Hello everyone, I am Lieutenant Gumnami. This is a SSB introduction class. I got recommended from SSB Allahabad after 4 SSB attempts, and these were in SSB Bangalore twice, SSB Bhopal, SSB Allahabad itself. The main purpose of making this video is that from few days I was getting a lot of phone calls regarding the preparation of SSB and to share my own experiences. So to help you all at a time, I decided to record my experience and start this. If I get a good response, so I'll make a series of videos on all the aspects of SSB in which I will share my own personal experiences and what helped me to get recommended in SSB. So without any further delay, let's get started. So before appearing for any SSB interview or any interview in life, you should have a clear goal because goal setting is very much important. Or for goal setting, you should ask yourself these two questions. First, whether you want to become an officer, and second one, whether am I willing to give my 100% for my decision. And if both the answers are yes, then you are very much in this game. And what you have to do is just hard work and hard work for your recommendation. So the whole SSB procedure is based on 3 things: your psychology, your interviewing officer, and your GTO. These 3 assessors, the psychologist, the interviewing officer, and the GTO, they are looking for the 15 officer-like qualities in you. And these OLQs are the basic of SSB. And what are these OLQs? These are effective intelligence, reasoning ability, organizing ability, power of expression. These 4 are the most important OLQs. And if you want to get recommended, these are the 4 OLQs that will help you the most, because these 4 OLQs are to check your brain functionality. Then there are social adaptability, cooperation, and sense of responsibility. These are also very much important. As an officer, you have to mingle with your Jawan, colleagues, and senior with a good manner. Then there are initiative, self-confidence, speed of decision, ability to influence the group, and liveliness. As an officer, you have to influence your Jawan, you have to be very fast to take any decision, and you have to be very lively in your day-to-day activity. And then there are determination, courage, and stamina. So in my advice, in my preparation days, what I have done, I take a printout. मैंने अपने इसको अपने स्टडी टेबल के सामने लगाया और इसको दिन में जब भी टाइम मिलता था देखता था और कोरिलेट करता था with any task what I am doing in my day-to-day activity. And I try to learn these OLQ by heart, and I try to inculcate these OLQ in my day-to-day routine. So in SSB, the whole test is conducted by 3 stages. The stage 1, that is screening. The stage 2, that is basically the day 2, day 3, day 4, and day 5. And the stage 3 is basically the medical test. In stage 1, there are 2 tests, that is OIR, Officer Intelligence Rating, and there are PPDT, Picture Perception and Description test. In OIR, you will be given one set of verbal question reasoning and one set of non-verbal reasoning, and there are approx 50 questions and will be given 17 to 30 minutes of time. What I have seen in my last 4 attempts, that you have to be very fast in your calculation in terms of your verbal reasoning, because you will slightly get less amount of time comparative to non-verbal reasoning. So be fast in your calculation, and you have to get OIR 1 or OIR 2 for your smooth screening procedure. There is no negative marking involved in the OIR test. So in my opinion, try to attempt the maximum in your OIR test. Then after the completion of your OIR, one testing officer will come and he will brief you about the PPDT, picture perception and description test. And in the projector, they will show you a picture for 30 seconds. Then within 4 minutes of time, you have to write a story around the picture shown to you. Then after, you will give a break, short break, and then your group will be divided in small 10 to 12 candidates batch. Then you will be get 1 minute for your narration, and after the narration of your last batch met, then the general discussion or group discussion will start. And after a healthy group discussion, from your group, one will be nominated and he will narrate the common story. We will discuss about it in a broad manner in later videos. In your stage 1 completed, if you clear stage 1, then your screening and your documentation procedure like filling PIQ, the personal information questionnaire form in 2 copies, and some basic documentation will be done. Then you will be sent to a candidate accommodation and you will take a rest and prepare for your stage 2. In your stage 2, that is your day 2, the first test will be your psychological test series. In your psychological test series, there will be 4 tests: your TAT, WAT, SRT and ST. Your TAT, that is thematic apperception test. In this test, you will be shown a picture for 30 seconds and you will be given 4 minutes of time to write a story around that picture. And this incident continues up to 11 picture. On 12 picture, that will be blank and you will be given 30 seconds to frame a story, and to write the story you will be given 4 minutes of time. Then your TAT will end. In WAT, that is word association test, in this test you will be shown few words like brave, soldier, captain, leader in the projector, and you will be given 30 seconds of time to observe that word and write your response in terms of phrases or sentence in a piece of paper. And there will be 60 words one after another. Then your SRT, that is your situation reaction test. In this test, you will be given a booklet of 60 situation and you have to answer those 60 situation with the help of your thinking and how you react on those situation in a piece of paper. We will be given 30 minutes of time for this test. Then there will be ST, that is your self description test. In this test, you will be given 5 personal questions like what your parents think about you, what your colleagues or friends think about you, like, and you have to write a brief answer within the time of 20 to 30 minutes on those 5 questions. In this way, your psychological test will end. Then, if your chest number is in beginning and the interviewing officer is free, then there is a chance of your personal interview at that same day. Otherwise, you will have day 3 and day 4 for your GTO and for your interview. In your interview, the interviewing officer will ask you few personal questions on the basis of the PIQ form that you have filled in your day 1. And apart from your PIQ, there will be some current affairs, static GPKs, and some questions related to defense knowledge. The interview basically continues for 30 to 60 minutes and it varies as per candidate. In your day 3, that is your GTO, first, in this GTO series, there are few tasks that are indoor tasks, there are few tasks that are outdoor tasks. In GTO 1, there will be GD, that is group discussion, lecturette, and group planning exercise, that are indoor tasks. And there are progressive group tasks, PGT, a half group task, HGT, group obstacle race, GOR, individual obstacle, IO, command task, CT, and final group task, FGT, like outdoor task. In GD, that is group discussion, your GTO will give you 2 topics and the batch has to decide on which topic they want the discussion. And on that topic, you have to discuss After a certain time, GTO will give you another topic of his choice, and you have to continue the discussion on that topic. Then you lecture it. On this task, you will be given a card on which there will be 4 topics written. You have to choose one topic and you have to give a lecturate for 3 minutes on that same topic in front of your batch. In GP, you will be given a diagrammatic representation of a non-military problem. You will have to write your strategy on a piece of paper, how you want to solve the problem. Then a general discussion starts within the group to come to a common conclusion to solve the problem. Then the group will nominate someone to brief the common plan in front of the GTO and the group. Your outdoor task series in GTO will start with PGT, that is progressive group task. In this task, there will be a starting line and a finishing line. Your GTO will brief you the obstacle that are situated on the ground, and you have to cross that starting line to finishing line with the help of few helping materials like fatta, balli, rope. And on the ground there will be some color coding like white, blue and red, and GTO will brief you where to stand and where not to stand on the basis of the color coding, and you have to cross the structure by following the color coding rule. The next task will be the HGT, half group task. Your group will be divided into 2 parts and you have to execute the same task like PGT. Then there will be group obstacle race. In this task, you have to cross 6 obstacles with your whole batch with a snake-like structure in a prescribed time. Then there will be individual obstacle. You will be given 3 minutes of time to cross 10 obstacles. You can repeat any obstacle after completion of your 10th obstacle. In command task, GTO will call you and ask few basic questions about yourself. Then after he will assign you a task same like PGT or HGT. Then he will ask you to call 2 of your batchmates, and with their help you have to complete the assigned task in a time bound manner. In this task, GTO will test your commanding capacity and taking decision within a time frame. The GTO series will end with the task of FGT, that is final group task. It is a similar task like PGT. In this way, your GTO task series ends. On 5th day, your conference will be held in a room where all the assessors, your psychologist, GTO interviewing officer will call you and ask you few courtesy questions like how was your stay, what do you like in the SSB center, how was your tests in the whole SSB, and if you are a borderline case candidate, then they may ask you few SRT, WAT or any question of their choice to clear their doubts regarding your recommendation. If you are able to satisfy their doubts, then you are clear, otherwise you are not recommended. After the conference ends, your result will be declared by one of the testing officer. Those who made it will get the plus sign on their chest number, and the rest will get best of luck for their future endeavors. If you are recommended, then your stage 3 means your medical will be carried out in few days. This is all about the 5-day SSB procedure. If you want separate videos on each test, just comment in the comment box. Otherwise, I will make as per my own choice. Thanks for watching.